without excuse. Whew. Everybody is without excuse who rejects the revelation of Calvary. We have no excuses for just walking away from that. I looked up in the dictionary so you could just believe what I'm trying to say, okay? This is an amazing explanation of the word excuse. To act in an imagined self-interest. Woo! To act in an imagined self-interest. To speak oneself off or out of responsibility. To beg off from. Wow. To plead or offer a reason for your conduct, your actions, or your involvement. Inexcusable, unjustifiable, unpardonable, not to be excused. Excuse, a plea or a reason for action or behavior, such as telling the cop why you were speeding, or telling the Lord why you don't serve him. Whew. I got one more, the worst one, a lame excuse. The dictionary says a poor, weak, unconvincing, ineffectual reason offered for one's position, behavior, or conduct in a matter. And I'll give you a biblical example of a lame excuse. And the Lord gave certain talents, 5, 2, and 1, to certain people. And he came back to see what had happened. And the 5 got 5 and the 2 got 2. But the guy with the 1 gave a lame excuse and said, well, I know thou art an austere mirror, and I was afraid of you because you reap where you haven't sown. So I buried your stuff so I didn't use it and I wouldn't lose it. Now watch how the Lord answers. Oh, thou wicked and slothful servant. You knew I reaped where I didn't sow, and you knew I was an austere man. You should at least given my money to the bankers so I would at least got some interest or usury on my money. I'm trying to be positive. I'm not trying to be negative. I really want to encourage somebody here right now. What we need to understand this morning, that God is greater than any excuse. We got to believe that God specializes in forgiving and fixing and filling and blessing and protecting and enriching anybody and everybody. I had my usual complaint list over here. I wrote it with that thing and said, and what is your excuse for non-praising? And what is our excuse for pitiful prayer life? And what are some of your excuses why you don't come to church regular? I want to know what our excuses are why we don't give God our best. And why we're not faithful with our time and our money. Well, I thought I had a good one.